So my wife made a fatal error just now. She asked me if I'd go get a gallon of milk, but she didn't specify what town. So I said, sure, I'd gladly go get you a gallon of milk. In Denver.
Those magnificent men in the flying machine, they go up and up, up, they go down, down, down.
The area I live in Chicago is actually, you know, as you can see, pretty rural, even though I think I'm less than 30 miles from the loop. But we get a lot of movie productions that come here and film in this area. You know, and just a couple of, you know, off the top of my head, obviously Blues Brothers, that movie was all filmed here in Chicago, all over. I mean, the prison in the opening scenes of that movie is actually, I mean, 10 minutes from here. But Road to Perdition was filmed all on these back roads here, especially the gravel ones. And Tom Hanks was hanging around here all the time. But the most recent one was the new Superman movie, which I haven't seen yet. I'm not much of a Superman fan, but they filmed the new Superman movie with Ben Affleck actually right over here. About a block from here, which is about 2 blocks from my house. So I'm gonna drive by there and show you what's left. There's a farmhouse that the production company bought, and they did the filming of it for one of the previous movies, and it's supposed to be where Superman kind of grew up in Smallville. And so they filmed the movie in this house, and when we're done, I don't know if they didn't think they were going to film another one or what, but when they were done, they tore the house down, and it was completely leveled. And the house was, you know, an original farmhouse. It wasn't like something they had built just for the movie. They tear it down, it's an empty lot, and then they decide to make yet another movie. So what they did was completely rebuild the house to make it look exactly like it did. I mean, and they did a great job, because it looked like the same old shitty farmhouse. But so there's 2 locations here. There's the farmhouse, and then right by it is a little cemetery where they filmed another scene. And my father-in-law one night was coming over for a visit, and he came over the hill by the cemetery there and almost ran into a limousine that was pulling out of the cemetery and doing a terrible job at it. It was kind of hanging out in the middle of the road, and my father-in-law almost did it. And Ben Affleck was in the limo. He almost took one for the team. But yeah, it's kind of neat, you know. Especially when you go see the movies, you're like, oh shit, it's right down by my house. That makes me a little famous in no way at all. So up here on the right, you'll see a farmhouse that's like surrounded by barbed wire. It's right there. Nobody behind me, so I'll take a gander here. So there it is. That's the house. I won't go in all the way. But that's the house in the movie where Superman supposedly grew up. So yeah, this is the second time this house has been here, and they built the second time, and they've left it up this time. But you'll see there's a giant fence with barbed wire around it, because they're not messing around, and a sign that says no trespassing. But that's it. That's the movie set. So then right over here, you look at that patch of trees right there, is the cemetery where they also filmed another scene, and that's also where my father-in-law almost took out Ben Affleck, which would have been devastating for Matt Damon. Really? Like 3 minutes in, it's already a gay joke. Awesome. So yeah, here's the cemetery here, where they filmed another one of the scenes from Superman, and I actually have not been in there since they filmed it to know if they change anything, if there's any tombstones that are there from the movie or not. And then kind of another neat thing about the whole Superman deal is that the next town over, it's called Plano, Illinois, and if you go over there and drive through the town, all the signage for all the businesses as you drive through the downtown area don't even say, you know, Plano Ace Hardware. It all says Smallville. So it's kind of neat. And even like the signs that they painted on the side of the buildings that are supposed to look old are aged so that they say, you know, welcome to Smallville, but they look like they've been there for 50 or 60 years. So it's kind of a neat thing, especially if you're into the whole superhero thing, to be in this area, you know, because we kind of consider ourselves the unofficial Smallville. I'm gonna go to Plano, Illinois. So Plano, aka Smallville. Let's see if all the Smallville stuff's still up. That way I can attract not only the motovlogging crowd, but also the nerds. This man claims to live near Smallville, and he talks to girls. Sign said farm fresh eggs up the hill. Looks like a great way to get stabbed. Go up the hill, some creepy farm. Old guy comes out. Oh, the eggs are in the shed. Come on with me. Get in there. There's a bunch of freaking skin suits. No thanks. I'll get my eggs at the grocery store along with my gallon of milk. Nice bike, man. Nice bike. No, 2014. Okay. 2014. Oh, good. Yeah. Alright, so here's the downtown. There's a scene where a bunch of A-10 Warthogs and I think helicopters and whatnot come through here, bomb the place up. I think one of the jets crashes, but if you look in the movie, I think you can see that water tower in the background. I'll have to see if I can find a screenshot. Let's see, look. Smallville Spartans. See? There's a chick. Look at Smallville Spartans. This building here, the bricks, the Main Street Tavern, never had that American flag on it. So they put it on there and they aged it so it looks like it's been there forever. And that concludes the Superman tour.